Let's see how long I can keep a straight face through this one. It is my tragic and solemn duty to inform you that a crime has been committed. A woman has been the victim of mild insults over Xbox Live. The horrific crime against all basic standards of human decency occurred as she was bravely struggling to quadruple her death-to-kill ratio, as she valiantly endeavored to grab the rest of her team by the ankles and drag them down into the dirt alongside her. They launched a most terrible and violent verbal assault upon the poor, innocent womanfolk, and it was recorded for posterity. Gird your loins, friends, for the horror that is about to be unleashed upon you.
Miss Cat, just fucking leave. Go play Fortnite or whatever the fuck.
Whatever you girls do, like play Valorant or something, get like 2 kills.
Yeah, show your tits on fucking Twitch, whatever.
Just get the fuck off of Halo, because you're not meant to be here.
Yeah, this is not for you. You notice how Master Chief was never a woman?
Gasp! How could this be? How could such violence be allowed to exist? Well, no more, for you see, Kotaku and the mainstream gaming media is on it, with even Xbox themselves virtue signaling that their games are even for women. Even the father of Xbox Live said this was not the future he envisioned. No woman should have to deal with this, even if they are having one rough game against decent people. No woman should...
And piss you off even more, because you're clearly upset. You look like an idiot, dude. I bet when you started this game, you didn't have the greatest game either. I bet you've had shitty games. I bet you fucking suck. And you know what? I'm laughing at you because your dick is so fucking small. And you're probably still a virgin.
Okay, that's about as far as I get. Because of course, it's a competitive first-person shooter. It's Halo on Xbox. And people are... Oh, no. Oh, someone was mean to a woman. You mean that woman over there yelling at that other person for having a shitty game and calling their dick small? Laughing at them? And trying to humiliate them whilst streaming live, mind you. Like, these guys are being douches to, as far as they know, uno person on the internet. She is being an active asshole in front of an audience as a performative art. One of these is a hell of a lot worse than the other, and you know what the best part is? The people who were mildly mean to her, they apologized afterwards, which was of course received in the usual conciliatory spirit of the absolute lunatic fanatics that are gathering around this. Only apologizing because they got caught. Hopefully the community can find whoever this is and give them what they really deserve. Alrighty there. I mean, it kind of does sound like it, doesn't it? That's not really apology. Sorry you were hurt, but it's a non-apology. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Because, you know, these are nice people. These are kind and gentle human beings who would definitely never yell at someone over a stressful competitive shooter. Particularly not at someone who's going... 3 deaths to, no, 14 deaths to 3 kills. Right, I was underselling it a little bit earlier. Most unfortunate. God. And of course, because it's a female who is getting shit, this is now a big deal. Some bloody how. And there's a whole thread of this too, how this needs to be stopped before it could happen. Right, well, a Grenade Queen here is gonna have to get banned alongside all of those naughty men as well. Unless I guess we can add in a gender gate if you want, because, you know, you have some pretty hefty double standards there, Mr. Seamus Blackley, the father of Xbox Live. He had dreamed for something different than this. Well, I'm sorry, but your dreams have been crushed and shat upon, most aggressively on multiple occasions. It turns out, strangely enough, that if you put a bunch of competitive video games onto a voice service, you're gonna get some aggressive verbiage. I know, shocker, right? It's almost as if people take their hobbies seriously. What a weird thing. It's never happened before in human history, right? This is a complete surprise. Looks over at the English football. Oh well. So, let's actually address this retarded argument for just a little second here, shall we? Because of course the hypocrisy is all one way. This is terrible. No woman should have to deal with this. And let me point out as well, I'm not criticizing her for yelling at people. Because here's the thing, when you're being pissy, when you're having a shitty game, when you're getting your ass owned, and maybe you're even getting a bit of sass from the people on your team, you're probably gonna reach for whatever you think will be the most insulting at the time. Like, a woman laughing at you for your tiny penis, for example, or calling you a virgin. Now, color me surprised here, but I believe that there is an element of insult intended within that. I'm relatively sure it's not meant as a compliment at the very least. And this is a problem as old as, not just video gaming, as old as sports itself, and there is no solution for it. Why? Because it isn't an issue. I guarantee you, the guy who got cursed out here, he forgot about this 3 minutes later. This wasn't a big deal for him. This didn't haunt his ass for days and hours thereafter. He didn't then go on Twitter to, let's see here, 2,300 followers. Okay, not massive, but it's something. He didn't go to 2,000 people and went, look at this horrible, evil woman. And that wasn't then retweeted by a big boy. That wasn't then made into massive mainstream video gaming articles. It wasn't turned into a goddamn virtue signal, was it? Where's the picture of Master Chief with a bunch of young boys with tiny penises? Where's that one? Does it not exist? Hold on, Xbox. Are you saying that your video games are only for those with large dicks? That's mighty discriminatory of you. Then again, they do have women, so clearly that's not quite the thing either. Weird. And, of course, could you solve this via technology? Sure. You could simply just remove the voice feature entirely. That's probably your only actual option, just like certain MOBAs have removed the in-game chat through the opposing team completely. And hey, in the majority of circumstances, that doesn't necessarily need to be a bad idea, but if, for example, one of your teammates DCs and you need to pause the game for a second, it might be nice to be able to type out and explain to the other team, oh no, I'm sorry, you know, I know the guy, he just had to reconnect real quick, give us 2-3 minutes and we'll be back in again. Instead of having them sit on pause not knowing what the hell's going on because they're using their precious leisure time on waiting on your ass now. When you're playing with other people, you have to be considerate towards everyone that's there, because this isn't just your leisure time, it's everyone's leisure time. Everyone is entitled to have a good time. And if you're currently going 14-3 in a competitive multiplayer shooter, you gotta recognize that you're the weight around everybody else's leg, dragging them the hell down. Maybe you could even be like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm having a shit game here, I apologize. Something like that. Or just mute them. That might be another alternative, but, well, if you did that, you couldn't make a big deal out of it later, I guess. It's just most unfortunate, of course. And there is no way to regulate this. Now, the Kotaku article obviously goes on to depth like, we must change the way games are designed. The only way you're gonna do this is by making the games completely non-competitive. That's it. Even hiding stats isn't gonna help you. It's like, oh, I can't see this person who is 314's stats. 14 deaths, 3 kills. Oh, I don't know if they're a shitty player. I won't yell at them. It's ridiculous. And even if you were to implement an AI, and I remember reading an article suggesting this, that listens to every word being spoken, that analyzes every sentence, you know what would happen? People would quickly realize, alright, this, and this word, they're on the naughty list and they get my ass banned. But if I say these words that sound remarkably similar to the other words, and everyone knows what I mean, well, I can curse with impunity yet again, can't I? In fact, a lot of the internet slang has evolved precisely around the avoidance of bans. I remember when Company of Heroes tried to do this. They introduced like bans on certain words and replaced them with others, like flower bed, for example. So people just started yelling flower bed at one another, knowing full well that the opposing team knew exactly what that was. You bloody gardener. And to be fair, it was hilarious too. It didn't lessen the shit talking, it just made it funnier. So, you know, that's an option. A bit more difficult to do over voice, certainly, but of course, this was never about implementing any of these controls or making online gaming better or safer for everyone involved. It is yet another tool to push more control and influence. These people don't even give a shit if they actually get anything implemented. They just wanna get in there. They want the influence. They want to be talking to Microsoft. They want to be talking to Xbox. They want to be helping them fixing their platform, making it more inclusive for the women folk who, you know, can't handle a bit of talk on the internet. Personally, I consider that to be mildly derogatory towards women, but oh well. I am but an old misogynist, am I not? I'm sure we'll see soon, though. The article's covering this as well, defending the honor of virgin boys with small penises across the world as well. God, such a stupid thing, but hey. At least you can have a laugh or two out of it, right? Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and as always, if you liked the video, please do consider leaving a thumbs up and a comment. It doesn't even have to be relevant, but, I don't know, Xbox is even for women. It's for women too. We can be inclusive as well. We can make sure that even the women folk understand that they are allowed to purchase consoles. Because, you know, they weren't up until this point. And this coming from the political direction that refers to people and women as bodies and voices. Muy inclusive. Have a good day.